Transformer Thursday today. We have two pieces of news to talk about, two brand new items that are going to be for sale very, very soon. First one, we have Blokees' Twitter account revealing a brand new Action Edition Transformers model kit. This is a brand new color wave. It's the Transformers Action Edition O2 G1 Megatron Energy Explosion version. This takes their previous Action Edition O2 G1 Megatron that was in traditional colors, gives it a clear purple, one-of-one color wave change into a clear purple kind of color scheme. And pretty much comes with all the same stuff. It looks like it comes with all the weapons. It comes with the throne in clear purple. It comes with the laser beak in clear purple. Looks really good. Obviously, through all the photography that we see here, it's clearly homaging the reformatting by Unicron of Megatron into Galvatron. So, hey, it's been done before in action figure form, in transformable action figure form, and now if you want it, you can get it here as the high-end LED model kits that you assemble from Blokees. I dig their Action Edition stuff, so this is pretty cool. We don't have a release date yet, but according to their Twitter here, it says that it's going to be coming out really, really soon, and knowing Blokees, they have a quick turnaround with a lot of this stuff, so it wouldn't surprise me if like next week this is available. And judging, we don't have a price yet, but judging by how the past Action Editions have been, especially the Megatron, this is probably going to be $39.99. That's just a shot in the dark, maybe more or less that. But very cool. Again, more Action Edition stuff. That's the kind of model kits that speak to me from Blokees, and I love them, and they do some really good work. And here you have the reformatting in a clear purple if you wish. But the big news today is a brand new pre-order that has dropped on Hasbro Pulse, specifically a Hasbro Pulse exclusive called the Transformers Spotlight Optimus Prime 3-pack. So this is a exclusive. We had no idea this was coming. It's a 3-pack that uses the Transformers Studio Series Gamer Edition Deluxe Class Devastation Optimus Prime mold, and uses it as an example as a process, or the step-by-step process of how a Transformer toy is kind of created. It uses the mold 3 times in this box, each one representing a different step along the way. So we get one that kind of represents the resin prototype, even though it's not made of resin, it's still solid ABS, POM, and PVC plastic. It's still mold injected, plastic mold injected. It's just doing that gray resin proto kind of look to it. We then get an unpainted test shot with no deco hits on it at all, and even some of the plastic parts are off color from what should normally be their plastic parts to simulate the plastic testing process of a test shot and how it's going to inject and roll out. Sometimes it's about knowing how the heat is going to handle it and stuff, so that's kind of what's going on there. And then you got the final product with all the correct molded colors, a butt ton of deco hits, and so on. So this is a deluxe class figure across the 3. It's 4.5 inches. It still comes with the Energon axe that the original Devastation one came with. Uniquely, this also comes with an extra accessory. It comes with the Ion Blaster, at least one of them, that came with the Legacy United Deluxe Class Toy Edition Optimus Prime. Oddly not mentioned or shown in any of these images or in the product readout is the Matrix of Leadership that came with this original tooling. I'm going to assume it's there, but what's interesting was the original one was unpainted. So is it going to be present here? Is it absent and they're having the gun be in its place? I don't know with that one. So no information on that. The final version, though, is pretty impressive. It has, like, it states here it has over 160 different deco hits and ops all over it. And for context, the original Studio Series version of this had 14. So 160 to 14, that's pretty crazy. And, that's like Takara Tomy Premium Finish or, back then the Beast Wars Telemocha series level of crazy deco hits. So that's pretty awesome. And it's a shame because if there's no sign of Matrix of Leadership included with this, that would have been really cool because even that final version with the old Studio Series version didn't have any paint deco on it. So they could put some crazy paint on this to really make the Matrix look good too. Again, we have no update on that, so we'll keep you posted on that when we learn more, if it is included at all, maybe on the live stream on Saturday. The packaging itself is this like long book box style opening kind of situation, has the 3 figures inside in robot mode, and it shows on the inside the packaging on the back. It deeply explains like the whole process of how a figure is made. Keep in mind, like they show like 3D printing there, for the testing of the concept, and that's really only very early on. It doesn't really represent the 3 products here. None of those would have been 3D printed. It features photography from different Transformers being designed, so it doesn't really feature this toy, because even if you look at one of them, you could clearly see it's the Haslab Omega Prime Optimus Prime Fire Convoy being used with some of these photos. So it's not one for one how the process is, especially with the product that you're holding in your hand, but it's giving you a general idea of what's going on in Takara, Vietnam, and Laval later on with the packaging in Quebec here. So gives you a general idea, but not 100%. Now let's talk about price. So this is $84.99, $85 pretty much. 3 deluxes, and when you think about the new MSRP at $27.99, aka $28, that puts you right up to the door. That 3 deluxes, $28, that's $84. So it puts you right up to it. That extra dollar that's absent, no doubt, is going into the crazy paint decos, the extra weapon that's included. But then when you think about how only 2 of the 3 have any, you have one that has a whole bunch of decos, and then the other 2, the prototype and the test shot, have no paint deco on it at all. So they're saving plenty of budget on paint just with the other 2. Now, granted, deco hits are usually between 5 to 15 cents a hit, but the point is they're saving so much on the other 2 that it could go to the other. Maybe that extra the extra dollar is for packaging. Maybe it's for the extra weapon. I'm not going to nickel and dime it, but at the end of the day, this really is no savings, just right down to the penny MSRP for this 3-pack. So we're just going to get through that. And like three deluxes, right to the penny, fancy box, extra weapons. One of them has paint, the other 2 don't. The pre-orders right now on Hasbro Pulse, they dropped today, so they're happening right now. And this is planned to ship out, according to what it says here, June 1st, 2026, so plenty of time before you see this. And what's a little funny, and it's just what this item really represents, because it's not really representing an anniversary or something. It's not really representing anything else. It just kind of is this funny little item that speaks to the creative side of the brand. And I mean, maybe because if you listen to this podcast and we talk all about the creative side and the legal side and the trademark and everything, maybe it speaks to me. It speaks to me in that whole process and stuff. And we do panels with Aaron Archer talking about the process all the time at TFCon. But does it speak to other people? Is there something interesting to them? Considering you're not even getting a deal and you're really buying 3 of the same figure in a lesser state as you go along. Although the paint deco on that final one is absolutely crazy compared to the original. Is it $84.99 worth it? Is it, does it interest even me for $84.99, even though it's 3 of the same figures? I feel like it's something, if I'm going to buy it, I'm just going to keep it in the box anyways, because it's really about that box appeal and the design. But I don't know if it's $85. Is it worth it for me? I don't know. At least Hasbro's getting the mileage out of this Deluxe Devastation mold. We'll put it there, because now they got like 4 out of these, and they haven't even had to hit the Nemesis Prime or the Scourge repaint yet, or a dead Sleep Mode Optimus or an Ultra Magnus Root repaint. They already got 4 out of this one now. So at least there's that good news that comes from it. But is it worth $84.99? That's for you to decide. For me, it's interesting. I like the idea. It speaks to what interests me in the brand. But at the same time, the price, I might take a step back and wait and see in this one, even though it's a Hasbro Pulse exclusive. But let me know what you think. Very odd item, very interesting item. Probably just something they wanted to have fun with, and it's kind of low cost when you look at how it's handled across the different ideas. But let me know what you think, and thanks again for listening to the Transformers Slag podcast on this Transformers Thursday, and keeping you educated, entertained, and informed on everything going on in our beautiful transforming robot world. My voice is still recovering from TFCon. I think I'm getting better. So I'll talk to you in the near future.